Let's do this. Time to take care of these Dragon Dogma fans on the Steam Deck. Yeah, we got an update for you. See these viewers, they don't realize that I got 5 videos done already. They don't even know. I'm about to drop all of them on them. Drop everything on them today. What time is it? 10:30? Oh yeah, we about to get this done. Anyway, oh by the way, hello viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your 5 senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? Okay, you Dragon Dogma fans. Yeah, Dragon Dogma 2 fans. I got some updates for you. Listen to this. It says here, Dragon Dogma 2 update adds casual mode alongside performance improvements. Then it says Capcom just pushed out a fresh update for its action RPG Dragon Dogma 2, and it's touting a brand new way to experience the game. It's a major update that also includes adjustment to vocation and performance fixes for crowded scenarios. It says here the new casual mode is changing the world to be a little bit more forgiving. Here are the complete list of changes. Reduce inn fees for staying at an inn. Reduce price of fairy stones. More difficult for weight carries to become heavy or very heavy. Less stamina expanded when dashing outside of battles. Loss gauge will not increase when selecting loads of last save after Arisen dies. Pawns will recover from Dragon Plague without a devastating calamity occurring, even if the symptoms progress to a terminal stage. Then it says casual mode can be enabled for existing save files too when setting available in options, but it cannot be disabled afterwards ongoing campaign. There is another catch. Capcom says achievements are disabled when playing in casual mode. Unfortunately, it does not elaborate which ones are beyond reach. It says here the update also adds Bata as a new teleporting location, more idle animation for pawns, animated main pawn's response for getting Riftstone, fresh animation for dashing for Arisen and pawns, and more Dragon Forge tradable items. Polish has been introduced as a new display language that can be chosen in game. Then it says moreover a whole lot of vocation changes that affects fighters, warriors, archers, mages, thieves, mystical spearhands have landed. These are mostly changing attacks effects duration to make some power more effective. Read the complete changelog here, which also lists a huge number of bug fixes. Ready for the changelog? Alright, we about to head over to Steam. Let's see what they say. To all Dragon Dogma 2 players on Steam, title update. We have released an update including the following modification and fixes. Added features and adjustment. Further fixes the issues around CPU overload in certain situations. Reduce the frequency of crashes. Adding casual mode. Reduce inn fees for staying at inn. Reduce price of fairy stones, more difficult for weight carries to become heavy or very, very heavy. Less stamina expanded when dashing outside of battle. Loss gauge will not increase when selecting load from last save after the Arisen dies. Pawn will recover from Dragon Plague without devastating calamity occurring, even if the symptom progress to a terminal stage. It says adding a port crystal to Bata, adding a sovereign crown, sovereign plate, and sovereign greaves to the list of items that can be traded with a Dragon Forge. Adding a variation to pawn's idle animation. Adding animation for when pawns and Arisen start dashing. Adding animation when the Arisen is riding on a large enemy that is flying at high speed. And then it says making it so that the main pawn can be revived an infinite number of times at the Forgotten Riftstone. Adding Polski under display language in the language section of an option menu. And then it says adjustments to vacation fighters. says increase strength for all weapons, reduce amount of time before stagger damage reaction can be cancelled with defend, reducing change time for toss, also reducing time during which the attack can be cancelled while the user is unable to move after activation, increase strength and knockdown power for Roteus Fury, improving aiming abilities on targets of the attack, making it so that lock on adjusts itself to a difficult nearby target if the target initially lock on to its defeated mid attacks, increasing amount of time an enemy is down after being knocked down by shield bash, also increasing knockdown power for shield bash, increasing aiming ability of blink strike upon activation, also adjusting to make it easier to hit lock on target with this skill, increased strength, expanding attack range, improving speed of initial activation animation, and adjusting timing of attack hits for compass splash, increased strength and knockdown power, and expanding attacks for attack range for air ward slash, also intensifying damage reaction for smaller enemies hit by this skill, improved speed of activation animation for gouging skewers, also adjusting movement correction for this skill, make it easier to hit attack target. Now, warriors, extending input duration for chain of blows, reducing timing during which barge can be cancelled while the user is unable to make after activation, increased strength for arc of miss, adjusting strike timing for savage lash and making it easier to hit larger enemies' weak points while they are down. Archer, reducing charge time and increasing strength and knockdown power for diary arrows, also extending timing during which a more powerful arrow can be loosed with the skill, increased damage dealt by heavenly shot, and reducing time for stamina to start recovering after activation, increasing damage scaling for bow attacks, also increasing damage scaling for attacks that hits enemies' weak point, reducing weight of the item, explosive arrow, drenching arrows, tearing arrows, and blighting arrows. Now for Meg, let's see what we got for the Megs. What do we got for the Megs here? Meg, increased duration of silence debilitation inflicted by solemnity, increased distance that flames unleashed by flagration can reach, increased numbers of time that cluster conjure with high palladium to protect allies, block attacks before they disappear, increased duration of the continuous health recovery effects of argent sucker, increase power of additional lighting bolt summons with additional button presses when casting 11. Now for the thief, changing stamina consumes when using blades of pyre from fixed amount to an amount of proportionate to the user maximum stamina. And then for mystic spearhead, increased strength and knockdown power for Sechin blade. And then modification and fixes. Players issues where after reading and firing the magical bow at the magic archer vacation readying, the bow again result in an awkward camera movement. Fix issues where when playing as a warfarer vacation are redoing an enchantment and then using rearmament result in enchantment remaining even after it effects duration had ended. Fix issues where change to button mapping settings weren't reflected for the draw. Bowstring control for ballista. Fix issues where pressing next during a normal conversation caused the arisen to perform an action at the same time. Fix issues where the arisen couldn't be revived after falling in a river at certain point. Fix issue where arisen could clip through coffin and get stuck. Fix issue where walking caused stamina to start recovering more quickly than standing still. Fix issues where falling into certain ox carts with bonnets wouldn't trigger the nullified damage animation. Fix issues where the arisen could fall to cling to a target when using a gouging skewer from a height. Fix issues where the arisen could become stuck while conjuring decoy as the trickster vacation. Fix issues where the arisen could become frozen in place. Fix issues where blocks of ice created by Frigor would float in mid-air. yeah, they put some work into this. And now for pawns. This nice little list says fixing issues where dismissing pawns inside of rifts and then immediately accessing the rift stone of our remembrance caused dismissed pawns who were not in the rift to appear on the pawn in the rift list. Fix issues where pawns of archer vacation would behave strangely when firing special arrows. Fix issues where action could be cancelled for pawns with reduced health. Fix issues where the main pawn eyeshadow wasn't applied in the world of other arisen who hired them. Fix issues where pawn became immobile during the Talos battle. Fix issues where pawns given the go command wouldn't gather items. Fix issues where pawns of warrior's vacation would cease attacking. Fixing issues where pawns launch into the air, springboard couldn't climb walls that they should have been able to climb. Fixing issues where using the to me command after pawns offer guidance result in pawns not guiding the player correctly, even if the player used the go command. Fix issues where pawns of the Meg vacation would unnaturally loop the same animation. Fixing issues where Maelstrom spell cast by pawns would damage from enemy location. Fixing issues where pawns controlled by drakes could react with dialogue describing their fellow pawns being controlled. Fix issues where pawns couldn't evade stout undead explosion attacks. Fix issues where pawn wouldn't assist when arisen was possessed by a phantom. And fix issues in second and subsequent playthrough where pawns would guide the arisen to treasure chests that had already been opened. Improving pawn lines to better match circumstances. Yeah, Capcom was working. It says NPCs fix issues where Cloydna would freeze in place after climbing ladder. Fixing display issues in Taliesin hands. Fixing issues where user interface switch between pointing, volley, and rivet shot display when Cloydna use conversion. Fix issues where Taliesin used dialogue that didn't match the situation after certain quests were completed. Okay, almost done here. Yeah, it's a big list. Anyway, see where are we at? Let's see, if we did the enemies, we did the pawn. Okay, let's see. Enemies. Fix issues where Vin taking arrows during a pursuit fulfilled the condition to complete the quest and during initial phase where Dola enter a body of water after it was defeated, it was teleported. Says fixing issues where Lich's homing attacks ignores trickster simulacrum and attacks where the lesser dragon would cease to act during reed vent calamity where some griffins would circle continuously around fixed points where if a lich was defeated while resurrecting another monster, that monster would still be resurrected. Where rocks falling and gore minotaurs dealt an excessive amount of damage. Where having thief pinned down and skeleton lords with heavy attacks prevent light attack from hitting while the skeleton lord was pinned down. Display issue with some attacks for lesser dragons. Issues are torches thrown by enemies would get stuck and floating in mid-air. Issues where target grabbing Dylan grabs attack would drop straight down. Where thief enemies use bump and lift even though they were unable to steal items. Yeah, Capcom put a lot of work into this, man. They did. They did. I mean, even the quest. Look at quest. It's okay. Okay, fix issues where pawns would be loaded as a party member if the player selected load from last save while exploring solo in the Ragnall during tension on high road. Issues where pawns followed the arisen beyond the point where the party was supposed to be separated in tension on the high road. Issues where after defeating the Cyclops in the Baron final lesson, performing certain action caused the defeated Cyclops to resurrect. Issues where certain actions were performed during till death do us part. Grigor wouldn't go home even after being restored to life. Fix issues where Higgs tavern stands wouldn't function as a stop under certain conditions. And that's fixed an issue. Anyway, now here goes some short ones. Gimmicks. Fix issues where coffins that enemies were supposed to come out were open from the start. Issues where ballistae would clip through other objects when the base was rotated. And then it says, issues where armor cloaks weren't being applied. Issues where some legs were armors were stretched. And then for display, display says issues where filter effects appears on water surface closing the shop menu. Issues where distance shadows were looked unnatural. Issues where some tattoos were displayed. And then for user interface, issues where some text title screen wouldn't change to reflect language. Issues where skills preview videos weren't displayed on weapon skills screen, vacation guilds under certain conditions. Issues where some text on image on quest menu wouldn't change to reflect updates. Issues where the quest icon didn't indicate the correct location of Roman during the steel resolved blazing forge. Issues where message icon would disappear from the NPC logbook in the history menu. And we got two more issues. This for sound. Issues where wake stones and battle cards and game music track. And then it says issues where Riftstone sounds effects would quieter than usual after exiting Riftstone. And then others. Got last four here. Issues where skipping certain cutscenes would result in a black screen. Issues where changing to certain hairstyle result in thinner hair on top of head. Areas where gathering points float. Issues where photo mode, the arisen body remain on screen even if the arisen display setting was set off. And issues where enabling DLSS frame cause a temporal lag when exiting the pause menu. And those are all the updates for Dragon Dogma 2. Yeah. So yeah, you PC fans, you're good. Capcom got you covered. Last week I did a video on this, and then they followed it up. So yeah, that should help for now. So I will keep you guys in the loop, whatever updates come out on Dragon Dogma. But you guys, you're good. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have fun playing your Dragon Dogma. Your gaming experience should be better. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek Planet, for Dark Side. Go. Peace. Get that out of there. Okay. No, I don't want to do that.